in the universe is based on ruh. It's ruh, it's soul. And the ruh, the soul of anything that's living is the dhikr of Allah. So imagine how important is the dhikr of Allah. Even the smallest thing, a leaf, a tree, a twig, a flower. Take anything we have around us. All of the creation, the ruh, it is based on its ruh. It is dependent on its ruh. And the ruh, which makes it alive, is the dhikr of Allah. It's a very famous hadith that when the dhikr of Allah stops, ceases, then Allah Ta'ala will bring this world to an end. Obviously, if a person's ruh comes out, then he is dead. So when the ruh is extracted, the universe's ruh is extracted, the universe will become lifeless. What is the ruh? In this universe, there will be nobody left doing the dhikr of Allah. There will be nobody left stating the name of Allah. And in such a way, is so azim is the dhikr of Allah. Look at the greatness of the dhikr of Allah. That this universe, that Allah Ta'ala doesn't give the tawfiq to those people to remember Him. And how azim in the eyes of Allah is that man, that woman, that insan, individual who Allah Ta'ala has given the capability to do His dhikr. This is Allah's standard. We don't understand this. This is the standard of success. Our minds, our brains, our logic, our habits don't accept this fact. Faqirs, this is how we talk amongst the faqirs. Yes, our Hazrat said this, that these precious words are what we share. Yes, do we know? This is how we discuss it. These are totke, little broken pieces of phrases, etc. that we are discussing. You probably would not have heard this regularly. So listen, that what is the ruh of humanity? Listen clearly. What is humanity? All human beings that are here in the world. If a person has that within him or her, he is alive, she is alive. If he doesn't have it, that person's dead. Allah has decided. You can see that person eating, healthy, and he is getting married, having children, working in the world, traveling. Allah says that person is not alive. He doesn't have life. Because he doesn't have that resource. For example, Allah says in the universe, if there is no dhikr in the universe is not alive. So in the same way, that human being or those human beings don't have this element within them, they are not alive, they are deceased. What is that element? That factor? Insaniyat, humanity, the ruh of human beings is Shariah mutahara. Say Subhanallah. Glory be to Allah. Have I told you a new word? No. It's not a new word. It looks new to us, isn't it? In Allah, what is it? Shariat. Allah's principles, Allah's commandments, Allah's rules, Allah's laws. What do we call this? This is termed Shariah. In that humanity, circle of humanity, in that environment, society where there is Shariah, those people will be alive as human beings. That environment will be alive. Say Subhanallah. Subhanallah. This is not about arguing, dispute. You can say I'm alive, but Allah's defined life. What is that? If that item, resource, commodity is not there, then Shariah is not there. Even though we may say we've got Shariat. Shariat will not be alive if the ruh of Shariat is not present. And what is the ruh of Shariat? Only then can that we say is Shariat. Yes, if you're praying Salah, it's a Shariat Salah. And Shariat Salah is prayed at that time when you have the ruh, which is defined as the ruh of Shariat. Do you understand the example? Or shall I explain in more detail? Shariat commandments, even the commandments of Sharia has a ruh. So as I said, that if a person is alive, he has to be alive through Sharia. And then if a person says he's got Sharia, he has to have the ruh of Sharia, the soul. Otherwise he is dead. Same way as the beginning. What is the name of the ruh of Sharia? Sunnat-e Sharifa. Say it again, Subhanallah. Say it again, Subhanallah. And again, Subhanallah. And this is the crux of the matter. Am I right, am I wrong? The respected ulama scholars are here. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. Clear? Shariat is also not Shariat, will be rejected. Any action, you can do it in the name of Sharia. If the Sunnah Sharifa is not in that action, involved in the action, then that person is deceased. And those actions are not accepted in this world or the hereafter, which are devoid of the Sunnah Sharifa, rejected. Rejected. What a beautiful formula. So two things we need to grab hold of. Subhanallah, Allah has taught us. One is dhikr Allah. And what is the second thing? Sunnat-e Sharifa. Subhanallah. And that's it. Job done. Job done. End of, as we say. Isn't it? End of. But we have discarded these things. We've left them off. The color that I like the most, that I prefer the most is white. He didn't say don't wear any other color. No, it's your choice. Your choice. Here, what the style, the style of Allah's Habib Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He didn't say don't wear any other color. No clash with anyone. No clash. He just told us his liking. And the ashik, when he hears of the liking of his beloved, then is he foolish that he'll speak about another color? Tell me, that does he need to be given daleel? Proof? Does Aql understand this? Tell me, do you need daleel? Proof? White color is most preferable to me. I like white the most. And for this reason, most from all of the libas, the most haseen libas, beautiful libas is the white libas. Subhanallah. So if you want to go to a wedding, what do you say? I want to dress up nicely, beautifully. The method to apply surma, the best way to put on surma, you can apply it anyway, but the sunnah method to apply the surma, the coloreem is when? At the time of nighttime. When? In the night time. And how should we apply it? So we can't follow our ways, the tariqah of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, we have to do it in that way. Apply it in that way. There were two methods of applying the surma. There were two methods, techniques or styles in which the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam applied surma. The first technique, the first method, the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam would take the applicator and start from the right side. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam would dip the applicator in the surma and wipe it on the right eye. Then dip it in the surma and wipe it to the left eye. Then dip it in the surma, wipe it to the right eye. Then dip it in the surma and apply it to the left eye. So that's 2 to the right, then 2 to the left. Then dip it into the applicator into the surma and wipe it to the right eye. Then dip it into the surma and wipe it to the left eye. So 3 and 3. In between dipping into the surma. That was the first method. The second method, sometimes Nabi Sallallahu wouldn't do 3 and 3 alternately. Rather, Nabi Sallallahu would apply 2 wipes to the right eye, dipping in between to the surma, and then 2 to the left eye, and then the final dip into the surma, and Nabi Sallallahu would apply to the right and to the left. Say Subhanallah. These are the 2 methods to apply surma, my brothers. When you apply surma to the eyes, then use this method.